Day 26, your boy RZ. Do it to life before life. Do it to you. Do it to 2021. A whole year of breast cancer awareness and personal growth. Personal growth. Your boy trying to grow a little bit. Like I say, day 26, using my thing again. Thing I want to talk about. Today is Friday. We've gone through the whole week. We are now on Friday, which is K, which is knock, part step 3 of the process. And now, after I've identified some areas in my life that I wanted more clarity on, wanted direction on, I'm still on the scent. Now it's time to strategize on what I'm gonna do next, on what I've identified, right? Because there was some clients at work that I hadn't called. I still want to get in and call those clients because that's where I'm working at in my job. I got a calendar at work. I said I was going to shoot a picture of that, show you what that looks like. I'm on a 66-day challenge on it as well for that calendar at work because I believe that's the small domino. If I can complete and build that habit up satisfactorily, then of course I have an increase in my income, better way of life, whole 9 yards, and a feeling of accomplishment, and be able to take care of my clients a whole lot better. You see what I'm saying? Because that's one of my biggest fears is not being able to take care of my clients, or I have clients that come in, I'm not able to fulfill their needs, or maybe I didn't do my best, maybe I wasn't as impeccable with my word. I normally know that I kind of drag my feet with some of my clients if I don't have the solution, right? And that's why I'm growing. If you don't have the solution, a lot of times, you know, you don't like to be a bearer of bad news that come from the Four Agreements. Hope you guys been listening to it or reading it, the Four Agreements, because it goes back to we have this. Our ego has this thing to be liked, and so a lot of times we won't be a bearer of bad news. Sometimes we have to. So that's the stronghold that I'm overcoming right there. Is being a bearer of bad news, getting information to my clients in a timely fashion, being able to move on swiftly, to be able to pivot, to be agile, and that's the missing piece of the puzzle. And I think by me looking at that, just talking it out loud, it may be another domino in there between one or two. We'll see how these next couple of weeks go because we're working on that inner game as well too on Thursdays. Those fears, those strongholds on Thursdays. We came up with a idea, came to me. The Lord gave it to me as far as giving will break down these strongholds. Now, keep in mind now, it's time to face our fear. Face on fear on Friday, right? We face the fear on Friday by knocking on these doors. Those just tuning in, we're using the Ask method from Matthew 7 out of the Bible. Asking and is given, seeking you should find, which is the S, and the K is knocking. The door should be open. We're doing that on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We have other stuff other days as well too. Man, it's back hot again, right? Here it is, November, and this tree behind me still got leaves on it. It should not have leaves on it, but that's the season, right? And I want to make sure that I depict those seasons because I want it to be an indication, a symbolization of me changing as well too. Because if a season lasts a little bit longer than expected, guess what? We have to still maintain or do the things we're supposed to do in that season. But we're preparing for the next season. We're actually getting everything together. I'm getting everything together for 2021. I want to make sure 2021 don't take me by surprise like 2020 did. Because everybody roared into 2020. We kind of saw the signs, right? We saw that it was coming, but nobody, the blinders were still on, and we just went business as usual. You know, if we don't do anything, business is gonna go as usual, and we won't have the growth, or we get behind the 8 ball, or things that happen. So we put some things in place. One of the things I want to put in place, been wanting to do it for years since my daughter has a successful YouTube channel. I wanted to make sure that I started on the YouTube channel so that in the next year or two, guess what, man, it'll be where I needed to be. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what I like to do. I like to just kind of talk. You think I'm talking to you, but I'm actually talking to myself. But I found out that the more I talk to people and help them, that's exactly, help enough people get what they want, you will automatically get what you want. And there's a Bible verse in there: he who waters is also watered. And if you want to learn quicker, then teach it to somebody, share it with somebody. But the day is Friday. I'm going to face those fears. I'm going to pull that little, my active lead list out, identify my top customers, my toughest customers. I think of the toughest customers, and just go ahead and give them not a text, not an email. Go right up to that door, and I'm gonna knock on it with a phone call. Because a lot of times it's easier to text, it's easier to email, but I'm trying to break down this stronghold. I'm going in with a straight up phone call. Whatever, not gonna let my mind make assumptions on, well, maybe they've already purchased something, maybe they're upset with you because you didn't have anything. That's the stuff we're overcoming. That's the stuff I'm overcoming in my life, and I'm just gonna lay it out there to you so you can see how I'm doing it. So I'm gonna make the phone call and then go from there, overcome that fear. Hopefully, I'll do it. I'll do it because I just told you I'm gonna do it. Now, if you got any challenges, comments, anything like that, leave them down below. Still got to get those links up, but those links are coming. And also, guess what? Push that subscribe button, share with somebody. Because what we're ultimately doing, we're building this up because I want to raise money for cancer research. And I got some things in place where a vehicle where we can raise that kind of money. You guys will see that roll out here shortly. And then we're going to make a difference because I believe that us here, if we got our strength, our mind, our fact, whatever resources that we have, we're meant to use those resources to help others that don't have those resources. Not saying that we're just going to give our money to people that's being lazy. It's to help those that are truly in need. You see what I'm saying? So it's your boy ObZ. Do it to life before life do it to you. Do it to 2021. A whole year of breast cancer awareness and personal growth.